So first off, like, how does it feel to just see this kind of rocket ship taking off?
I mean, I think like both the price and just all of the other kinds of attention that Ethereum has been getting recently is just a good sign of confidence by the community and by just more and more people from outside of the Ethereum community. It's just, I think we've been seeing a lot of signs that people are kind of starting to realize that Ethereum is this very real and very interesting thing. That all of the work that we've been doing for the last 5 or 6 years around getting proof of stake out, getting sharding out, improving the Ethereum chain in all sorts of ways, fixing scaling and all of these issues, like that stuff's actually happening, and parts of it are like, well, parts of it have already launched, right? Like the beacon chain is already running, but it's the merge and kind of fully bringing Ethereum over to proof of stake is looking very close. And there's definitely a lot of people, I think, who just sort of wrote those things off as something that's just never going to happen, and well, now it is happening. And then at the same time, we're seeing the application space and like people start taking things like NFTs more seriously, different kinds of DAOs more seriously, and DeFi more seriously. So there's just a lot of great progress that's been done quietly by the ecosystem over the last few years is finally being recognized. No, for me, I think the next thing is definitely just getting Ethereum from where it is now to the point where like it's actually doing and being used for interesting things and actually providing real value to people. And like, there's a lot of just really fascinating and interesting stuff that's been done on Ethereum. Like, people have talked about the DeFi space a lot, for example, and NFTs as just something that's like really managed to sort of like break out into the mainstream and get a lot of people interested. But then there's all these experiments around decentralized organizations, decentralized governance, proof of humanity type things, proof of participation, and just all of these different gadgets and just different ideas for how like people can organize and work together over the internet that are being developed on Ethereum. And it would just be great to see more of those, like, actually break out and is like turn into something that's like just really helps people work together better on a large scale. And I think like just NFTs in particular, like they're an interesting case because they're like there's a kind of speculative aspect to them, and like there is an aspect to them that's not too interesting, but then there's also this like big potential of an opportunity to allow groups of people who before just had no business model at all to kind of finally have a business model of some kind for the first time. Like, potentially, this could be creators, it could be artists, it could be charities. So, like, if that kind of vision can be made to work, and things like that actually can be used just as a way to just make positive sum interactions happen that just could not happen before because there are all these useful things that just had no business models attached, and like that's already a great outcome, right? And it doesn't have to be NFTs, right? Like the beauty of Ethereum is that it's a general purpose and there's just so many experiments happening, and like any one of those experiments succeeding would be amazing.
Vitalik, any kind of under the radar, non-speculative project that you'd want to highlight or drive attention to?
Hmm. Um, Again, just like listing off like things that I think are cool, but that don't get enough love. I mean, ENS, I think it's just been around so long, and we don't realize that it's already a blockchain project that's providing a huge amount of value to the Ethereum ecosystem, and can easily provide value to uh, many other ecosystems as well. And it's just been working totally fine and well for a long time. Like Status is using it for usernames and messaging, and I'm sure we'll start. They've been doing a lot of integrations with the existing DNS system lately, so I'm sure that will work well. Also, let's see. Macy, I think, is interesting. This is this blockchain-based collusion-resistant voting system that could also be used to like improve security for quadratic funding and all sorts of other use cases. And right now, it's still kind of early stage and it's still being developed, but potentially it's something that could be used to make like something like Gitcoin grants more efficient. It could even be used to hold secure votes at some point. So we'll see how that goes as well. I think like in the future, use cases that combine together blockchains and like cryptography, like zero knowledge proofs, are going to be really powerful as well. Oh, another one, open certs, right? It's just various kinds of certifications just being put uh, on the Ethereum blockchain, or at least the Ethereum blockchain is being used to like check that they're still valid and that they haven't been revoked. Like that's just one kind of simple and useful thing that's been running for a while.